Hello, everyone. This is Jared Krebs. I am coming at you live from San Antonio, Texas. I am excited to share some social media strategies with you tonight. And I'm just going to go ahead and spotlight my video for a second before we get too far. And so where I want to start is just with a story. So the way that I won the number or earned whatever the number one enroller in the United States, associate enroller, actually this trophy right here, America's in Europe, actually. I made a goal, can't really see it, there you go. I made a goal to personally sponsor more than I ever had in 2019. And it was just going to be like, I didn't care what I had to do. I was going to get my daily method of operation done every single day. And I wasn't going to go to bed until I had done my daily method of operation. And what is my daily method of operation, or what was it? Because now it's changed a little bit because I do mentor a lot of people on my team now. So you have to balance mentoring and getting and working with your team members, prospects with your own activities. And I do that. But today is about personal action. So write this down, 10 friend requests a day. I built everything off of 10 friend requests a day, 5 days a week. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I find my friends, what I say to the people when I send them a friend request, and how the conversation develops to where I'm inviting them to a work from home presentation or a presentation phone call. I'm going to share with you that process, because if you can learn how to do this, you will have unlimited prospects. The first skill in the GoPro strategy is finding prospects. The second skill is inviting. And that's the gateway skill, inviting. If you can find prospects and invite them effectively, you will never run out of business. Okay. So this is exactly how I did it with social media. And I'm just going to share with you the results from 2019. Now, the way that you earn and win an award with USANA is they look at your efforts usually it's from June to June. So the way I got the award was my efforts, my enrollments from June 2019 to June 2020. That was the window of time that they were looking at. And I started in January of 2019, right? So you want to start, actually, you will probably want to start even earlier than that. But so here's my results. This is exactly what I did in 52 weeks. So every week I actually tracked this. Like, get a piece of paper and every week keep track. Did you do your 50 friend requests? Okay, and out of those 50 friend requests, how many of those turned into conversations? All right, so are you guys ready to write this down? In the year of 2019, I kept track of all 52 weeks. I just use a piece of paper, Cindy. I just use a piece of paper that it's just a white piece of paper, and I track what I did that week. Okay, keep it simple, nothing complex, just one piece of paper per week. All right, so in 52 weeks, I did 1,789 new friend requests that year. And if you divide that by 52 weeks, that's an average of 34 friend requests per week. Okay, so the reason why it wasn't 50 is because I wasn't perfect throughout all 52 weeks, right? So you're gonna have some weeks, maybe like Christmas or something happens. Friend request on Facebook, Frederick, but you could do Instagram. I mean, you're not friend requesting on Instagram, you're doing a following thing. But anyway, we're talking Facebook, but this could easily be done in Instagram or TikTok or anywhere, okay? Just choose one and make it be your thing. Now, 1,789 new friend requests. Out of all those 1,789 friend requests, every time I did a friend request and I hit add friend, I also sent them a private message. So write that down. You always send a private message with friend request. So they always heard from me. Like, they say, Jared Krebs wants to be your friend, and then I say something about I say some type of hello. Hey, I see we have these mutual friends who go to the same church, or I see we have these mutual friends who are salsa dancers, whatever. I say something. Okay, never send a friend request without a private message. You've got to do both. Okay. Out of those 1,789 friend requests / private messages, 1,100 of them, 1,101, accepted my friend request and actually typed back to me. Okay, so that's about 21 a week that were actually saying hello back to me. Now we chat for a couple days, and I'm going to show you in this video how that process goes of like chatting with someone, because I'm not selling you sauna. I'm chatting with them about their dog. I'm chatting with them about their life, their page. Okay. But 1,100 of them wrote me back. But you know, that also means that almost 700 of them, or almost 800 of them, did not write me back. 800 of them ignored me. Do you think I care? No. I'm way too busy with the 1,100. You got to go through big numbers, right? Okay. So let's go to the next one. Out of those 1,100 people, I invited all 1,100 of them. Okay, so usually I chat with them for a couple days, then I take a little break, don't say a word to them. I take like a whole day where I'm not even talking to them. And then I send them an invite to take a look at what I'm doing that's exciting. So I'll talk to you a little bit about this formula, but I did that formula for all 1,101 of those people. I invited 1,101 people throughout 2019 to take a look. That's an average of 21 invites a week. That's not very many invites a week, guys. This could be done on a part-time basis. Yes, chatting on Messenger, Denise. Okay, but I invited 1,100 throughout the year, average of 21 a week. That's about 4 invites a day, by the way. Okay, like four invites a day. It's not a lot. Okay, now out of those 1,101 people, 620 of them said, yes, I will take a look. Okay, so do the math. About half, about 50%, little over 50% said, yes, I will take a look. Okay. Now, when someone says, yes, I will take a look, then what I do is I text them, and I'm going to show you guys like what I do, but like I say, I would need to actually explain on a quick phone call. Would you be able to talk maybe tomorrow at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock? It would be awesome to say hello. Now, if they're in another country, then it's Facebook audio. Okay. If they're in my same country, then usually I'd be like, okay, I'll be calling from XYZ number. What's your number? Okay. So I'm trying to get them off of social media on to a phone call. All right. Because you have to have a warm connection here. It's just people, right? I'm going to show you what I send and how I do it. Audio or video calls. Audio. I usually just do audio. Like very rarely do I do like a FaceTime or a video call. Usually it's audio, or actually just a straight up phone call, because most of the people I'm prospecting are in the United States. But yeah, I'll do audio as well. You could do video, Kelvin, if you want. Like video's fine too. I think for me, why not video is because I'm also a little bit lazy like that. Like I should probably do it. Okay, I'm just gonna make it so people cannot unmute themselves. Hold on. All right, so just ask your questions in the chat, guys, because that way the call won't be interrupted. 216 people on. I'm proud of y'all. This is awesome. Okay, so 620 people said yes. And when those people said yes, then I invited them onto a phone call. Out of all of those 620 people, 332 scheduled a call with me. Okay, 332 scheduled a call. So write that down, 332 scheduled a call. Now, that's about 50%, right? 50%, almost exactly. It's like right under 50%. So half of them scheduled a call and half of them didn't want to talk to me. They just ignored me or whatever. But do you think I care? No. I had 332 scheduled calls. Okay. Now, out of those 332 scheduled calls, 262 of the calls happened in 2019. So the numbers on that is that's like 80%. That's like 5 out of 6. If they actually said, yes, I'll talk to you tomorrow at 5 o'clock, they usually showed up. Okay. So that's actually really good. The metric of scheduled calls versus calls happening. Okay. So again, this is with strangers. This is people that I was meeting on Facebook. I met them in like similar, if we had the same groups or if we had suggested friends. I'm going to show y'all how to do that. I suggest that you still market to your warm market first, invite your warm market first, but eventually you're going to, go through all of your warm market and you're going to have to make friends on social media. Okay. Now out of those 262 calls that happened, okay, I got on the phone with 262 people throughout the year. That's an average of 5 calls per week. That's an average of 1 call per day. Okay, so again, it's not like a ton. I probably could have done more as a full-timer, but this is what I did. This could be done on a part-time basis. Okay, 5 calls a week, that's 1 call a day. Now, when I got on the phone with them, I gave them a presentation. And you can present either with the work from home slides, like a one-on-one, show them the slides. You could meet them on Zoom, or you could have them watch like the 5-minute This Is USANA video that we have, and then ask them questions after they watch the video. Okay, you have to present the way you know how to present. Ask your sponsor if you're looking for a presentation. I know a lot of you have different sponsors and different ways of building. Rugen asks, what is a warm market? Warm market is your friends and family, people that you're already warm with. Cold market is someone that you're like a stranger from social media that you're meeting and you're warming them up. Okay. I asked them to watch a video while I'm on the call. Yes, I send them a link. I'll say, Julie, I'm going to have you watch this. This video is 4 minutes and 50 seconds. It gives you the pitch. And after you're done watching it, then I will have a couple of questions for you. And that's it. So yes, I get them on a phone call, I visit with them, and I go right into this little thing of the video. Actually, Debbie Smith, I do not do work from home slides on a presentation. My personal preference is to do a phone call with the 5-minute video. Okay, that's my personal preference. I like the work from home presentations as a secondary exposure. Okay. All right, so let's go on to the next part. So out of those 262 calls that happened, you guys loving this? You guys writing this down? Out of those 262 calls that happened, 83 of them said, I'm not interested. They heard me out, they did the call, and they said no. Okay, so write that down. That's 31% said, I'm not interested. Okay. 103 of them said, I'm interested in the products. That doesn't mean that they purchased, but they just said that they wanted to go towards the products. Okay. And then 76 said they wanted to go towards the business. That doesn't mean they bought. I'm going to give you the results of who bought in a second. But if you have 103 people that say they want to use the products, that's a big funnel. That's a big funnel of people. Okay. Out of those 103 people that said, I want to use the products, I personally sponsored 41 of them. Okay. So I sponsored 41 clients in 2019. And then out of those 76 people that said they wanted to be associates, I sponsored 45 of those 76. Okay. So I ended up sponsoring 86 people personally in 2019. 41 of them were clients and 45 of them were associates. Now, to win this, I had to keep doing the same thing for the first 6 months of 2020, right? because I didn't track my whole numbers that as good in 2020 as I did in 2019. Yeah, they were all from the U.S. That's just where I like to focus. They're mostly from my same city, San Antonio. I was prospecting in San Antonio, but I did prospect mostly people from the U.S. market. I did have some. I did sign up some Canadian associates. But yeah, I stayed mostly in my market, but that doesn't mean anything. You could do it in any market, or wherever, any country. It's just up to you how you want to do that. And I'm learning that it is smart to go into the other countries, because it's like you go into those other countries and now you're building a leader out there. So cheers, everyone. Cheers. Okay, so let's go on. Do y'all want to know what I said? Can we market to people where USANA does not operate? No, there has to be a country where USANA is, but I do prefer to stay kind of in my main market. Okay, so guys, this is what I said to people. Okay, I'm just going to give you some examples. I'm going to show you some conversations. I'm going to share my screen. Now, these are things that you could say. So let's just go to Facebook. Can everyone see my Facebook? Okay. All right, so let's go down. So first thing is like, where do I find my friends, right? So you know how sometimes you're scrolling and you see suggested friends? If I can find suggested friends here, I'll show you, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Of course, my Facebook's not showing up fast enough. Seems like it's taking its sweet time. So, oh look, someone on the webinar sent me a friend request. Hello, John. So sometimes you have to scroll for a while until you find where it says suggested friends. But like, if you can't find it, there's another way to go. So let me just show you. I actually do most of this on my phone. I don't do as much of it on my computer. I find the phone's just faster for me. But if I was to go to a specific spot here where it talks about friends, hold on. Is Facebook for the computer slower than for the phone, guys? I almost feel like I should switch to my phone right now. I'm going to go to my actual profile. So I usually do this at night. I do my 10 friend requests and all my follow-ups. So there's got to be a spot that's like find friends. I only have 21 spots available. Oh, here it is, find friends. Okay, so this is also somewhere on the phone, but can y'all see it says find friends? Okay, so I have 349 friend requests. I mean, if you have a lot of friend requests, you could go through them. And then do you see here how people you may know? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple things. I don't do all my friend requests because I don't have very many left. And so I can't really accept a lot of USANA family friends anymore. So if you're in USANA, go follow me. Just hit follow, make me a C first so you can see like what I'm up to. Because I can't friend anybody, like everyone, like I have to like unfriend people just to friend like 20 more people, and I need to friend prospects right now. Okay, so again, just hit follow or make me a C first on Facebook, and you can follow me that way. We can still interact and be friends, and it's awesome. Okay, so that we can still do that. But here's people you may know. This right here is where I come to every night when I'm doing my 10 friend requests. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kelvin. Isn't it funny where I'm seeing all y'all follow me right now? Okay, so let's just look at each one of these people. Cindy Snow. Look at Cindy. We have 27 mutual friends. And guess what? They're all USANA people. So I cannot add her because I can't prospect Cindy Snow. So I'm going to move on. Okay. Okay. Michael Blazkowski, 12 mutual friends. These 12 mutual friends are in network marketing. So I know he's in like network marketing. So I'm not going to really try and prospect someone who's in another company. So I'm going to go on to the next one. Joy Castanayas, 6 mutual friends. Okay, these 6 people are Course in Miracles friends. So I know that that's a hobby of mine. I'm into A Course in Miracles. So I know that this person is a prospect. So I'm going to go ahead and hit add friend. Okay, I just sent her a friend request. And then I go on to her page and I'm seeing, okay, well, she doesn't have a cover photo. She has one picture. So she's probably not big into social media. I mean, she has one picture, no cover photo. She's from Melbourne, Australia. That's fine. I can sign up people in Australia. We have 6 mutual friends, all Course in Miracles. Okay. So now I'm going to send her a private message. And it's very simple. I just talk about what we have in common. So for her, I'm going to go like this. Okay, so here's what I wrote. Hi, Joy. I see we have several mutual friends who study A Course in Miracles. I like your profile. How long have you been studying the course? Okay, so can everyone see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. Okay, thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Okay, so that message, I'll send that 10 times. Okay, so I would go through, I'd go to the next one. Okay, Sean Ryan. Okay, Sean Ryan, we have 17 mutual friends, and Sean Ryan, his picture is a bunny. I don't like that. I probably won't even invite him because his picture is a bunny. Okay, you can choose who you want to invite. Like, if you don't get a good vibe, don't invite him. The guy's picture is a bunny. I don't know if I can work with him. Robbie Gold, okay, he's retired from USANA. Impact San Antonio, one mutual friend. Okay, this is a person, but they're hiding behind something that says Impact San Antonio. I'm not interested. Jermaine LaFortune, he's in USANA. Lois, okay, this one looks like another Course in Miracles, looks like an older couple. Okay, I'll give them a shot. 3 mutual friends, Course in Miracles. I could go ahead and add her as a friend. Lad McNamara, he's in USANA. I'm already his friend, so that's weird that that's even showing up. Okay, so you guys see like the mental process I'm going through. I am going to friend 10 people tonight. Not right now because it'd take too long, but it would take me probably 15 minutes to do my 10 friend requests. Okay, so is everyone with me? You just got to look through. You got to see what mutual friends. And look, this is a USANA person, can't do it. Bobby Williams, we have no mutual friends in common. I probably won't friend him. This one, 52 mutual friends, she's in USANA. Tim Shumka, he's in USANA. So a lot of USANA. Don't friend all the USANA people, guys, because you need to keep room, especially when you get to 5,000 friends. Okay, here's another one, Course in Miracles. So I could totally prospect Jeanette. And I would do the same, I would do almost the same exact message with Jeanette, right? So then I'd copy paste. Okay, well, Jeanette, you fall into the same category. So I'm gonna go add friend. I'm gonna click on Jeanette's profile. And it's gonna take me to Jeanette. I'm now at Jeanette's profile. Oh my gosh, she has no cover photo. Okay, if someone has no cover photo, I'm not that excited about friending them and going through the process. Like, you can be a little picky. There's 3 million people on Facebook or something like that. Okay, so like, if you're not getting the vibe, then don't even invite them. Like choose people that like you kind of think have what you're like the vibe, right? Like this guy seems like a younger guy. We have 2 mutual friends, Joseph Soto and Tiffany Aguirre. Okay, I think I could probably do something with this guy, Sam. Oh, and he likes football. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, but he's not in Course in Miracles. So I actually gonna change it up with him. I'm gonna hit add friend, and then I noticed that he's in Pleasanton and he's friends with Tiffany Soto and someone else. Our mutual friends are Tiffany Aguirre and Joseph Soto. So I'm gonna send him a message that's like this. Okay. Hi, Sam. I see we have Tiffany Aguirre and Joseph Soto as mutual friends. They are awesome. How do you know them? I love your cover photo of the 49ers. Nice to meet you. Okay. So I'm going to see if he responds. Like, okay, so I got 3 done. Do y'all get the idea? You got to do 10 a day, 5 days a week, 50 friend requests a week. You've got to do that. Out of these 10, there'll probably be only 5 that get back to me. And when those 5 get back to me, I'm going to write their names down. I will not write Sam's name down until he gets back to me. If he never gets back to me, I will never write his name down. Okay, so when I'm doing my 10, I'm just doing like hash marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I can go to sleep. Okay. All right. Now, if Sam writes me back, then I'm going to visit with Sam. Okay, so I'm getting lots of chats. Let me see what people are saying here. How do I organize new friends? I don't organize new friends. Do you ever run out of people in your suggested friends list? No, I don't. I don't think you will. Do you let them have full visibility of your Facebook? Yes. Yes, I let them have full visibility of my Facebook. You need to make your Facebook public because you're in business. Patty says, seems like stalking. So look, man, yeah, people stalk each other on Facebook. That's what it is, you know. You guys know that. But it's just being a good friend. Like, this is how it's done. How long does it take on forming before you set up a scheduled phone call? Okay, that's a great question, Ryan. So let me go into that. Regardless of age. Yeah, Bernard, I actually do like my demographic to be between the ages of 25 and 55. But sometimes I'll do someone up to 65-ish or whatever if they're cool. You know, it just kind of depends. I mean, it's like you just have to go with your gut. How long do you chat with them before the invite? Okay, these are really good questions. So let me show you guys some examples, right? And by the way, yes, you're turning strangers into friends and friends into family. I have some really, really good friends that I've gotten from social media. Okay, so let me show you guys one that I've already become friends that I already took through the process. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I have a request, all of you, all 257 of you. Could you please take an Instagram in your story and tag me? Like, just say, hey, I'm learning from one of the top enrollers in USANA, Jared Krebs, and then tag me in your Instagram story. I'd really appreciate that, guys. I want to have a flood of like Instagram tags and energy with all y'all after this. So please tag me. Okay, so let's go to actually don't tag me yet because I'm talking about one of my prospects here who might see my story. Okay, so don't tag me yet. Okay, don't record this. Okay, so guys, are y'all with me on this chat with Lana Mann? Can you guys see my screen okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can see I'm talking with Lana. Okay. Do you see how it says, hi, Lana? I see we have many mutual friends in the fashion community. I like your profile. What do you do in fashion exactly? Okay. So that was August of 2019. And look at that, at midnight. That's usually when I do it. I do my 10 friend requests like at night before I go to bed. And Lana's in the fashion community. And I have friends in the fashion community from my wife. And guess what? She doesn't respond to me for a month and a half. So I forgot about her. She didn't respond to me. I probably talked to 100 people since I sent her that message. She finally responds to me a month and a half. No, no, a year later, she responds. A year later, she responds, right? So then I say, cool music page, love it. And then she says, thank you. Okay, so I actually took the time to go look at her music page. And then 3 months go by and she commented on my anniversary. So see, that's the other part of this is people stalk you. And I posted a picture of my wife saying happy anniversary, and she actually commented like happy anniversary on my post. So I went to her and said, "Hi Lana, thanks for your well wishes on our anniversary. I wanted to reach out because I'm launching an online business project of $1 billion brand, and I wanted you to hear about it. If I invited you to a special invitation only webinar, would you hop on? It would be awesome to reconnect with you as well." Okay, so there's the invite. So you guys want to screenshot that? Okay. So that's the invite. That's one of the ways I like to invite. Okay. So then, thank you. Would be nice to hear more about your project. Merry Christmas. So she responds a week later. Sometimes, see, that's a thing. Like when you have like hundreds of invites going out, some of the people, like they're busy. That you're right. She responded on Christmas Eve at 2 p.m. Okay. So I didn't respond on Christmas Eve, but I did respond 3 days later. Hi, Lana. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you as well. As for the online business project, I would need to explain on a quick call. Could you chat tomorrow at 1:30 or 3? Would be nice to connect and say hello regardless. Okay, so that's what happened. Now, what does she say? Okay, that would be nice. Please call me tomorrow at 1:30. And then she leaves her phone number. Okay, so I'm gonna stop my screen share because I don't want to show her phone number. But now you can do the Instagram. So please do the Instagram right now. All of you, do an Instagram story, and I'm gonna continue telling this story. So she says yes and gives me her phone number. So then I say, okay, cool. I'll call you tomorrow at 1:30. I'll be calling from my phone number. Talk to you tomorrow. Looking forward to connecting. So she's a total stranger, but we've interacted and we have a call now tomorrow, and I'm going to meet a new friend, right? So when I talked to her, it was actually about 3 weeks ago when I talked to her. I opened the phone call with, "Hi, Lana, nice to meet you. I love your page." See, that's where you gotta like look at their page. So I looked at her page and she does music and she was singing Christmas songs at a restaurant. So I'm like, oh my God, I love your Facebook Live where you're singing all those Christmas songs at the restaurant. What restaurant is that? So I'm just being like a cool friend, and she's telling me about the restaurant and like how long she's been singing there. And like, it's just like friend, like she already knows me. She's stalked me. She's gone and saw like my 50 posts or whatever, probably my last, probably 15 at least posts. So then I say, okay, so Lana, I have a 5-minute video that's going to give you the pitch. And after you watch it, then I'm going to have a few questions for you. Okay. So then I sent her the little 5-minute This Is USANA video. And I did not tell her my story. I did not sell USANA. I did not do anything. I said, here's the 5-minute video that gives you the little pitch. And then I will have some questions for you after you watch it. Okay. I'm going to put the link to that little 5-minute USANA video so y'all can, if any of you don't have it. Oh, thanks, Don. I also have it memorized in this usana.myteamwork.info format, but both Don's link and my link take you to the same place. Did you feel comfortable connecting with strangers, or did it get comfortable with practice? It got comfortable with practice. You just have to get good at it, guys. I've done it thousands of times. Julie asked, do I always do the $1 billion invite? I've been doing that lately, and it's been great. But I used to do, and I still do sometimes, the other invite is, hey, I'm working on something exciting. It may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? I like the $1 billion invite thing, the one I just showed y'all, because it kind of tells them at least a little bit about what it is. It's an online business of $1 billion brand. At least they know that we're talking about a business, an online business of $1 billion brand. Like, to me, that actually helps, right? Like for them to just know what it's about a little bit. Does it seem weird because you've been doing it for so long? I don't understand that question, Julie. Okay, so it doesn't seem weird though. I mean, I just, doing USANA for so long. No, it doesn't seem weird. No. So she watches the video, right? After she watches the video, I'm sitting there on mute. I'm like, Lana, I'm going to be on mute while you watch the video. Okay. She watches the video. Then I come off of mute and say, or she's like, I'm done watching. I'm like, okay, cool. So Lana, before I ask you the questions, I'm going to share with you my story. So then you share your story. Okay. So then I'd say, so Lana, I've been with USANA XYZ amount of time. Prior to that, okay, prior to that, you have to say 3 things you were dissatisfied about your job. So I was a guitar teacher before USANA. I was dissatisfied with the income. I was dissatisfied because I had credit card debt and student loan debt. And I was dissatisfied because I had a car with no air conditioning and I lived in the ghetto of Denton, Texas. Those are the 3 things I was dissatisfied about. I started USANA and I've been with them for 15 years. So my story may be a little bit different than someone who's new, but I say that I was able to generate an income that allowed me to go full time, to be financially stable. I'm married. My wife doesn't have to work. I am now credit card debt free and student loan debt free. And I have both of our cars are completely paid off, no more debt. We live in a nice part of town. And it's been a big blessing for us. On the health side, I had these health things going on, and USANA is not a cure. And I've noticed these things have been my improvement. When I coach a new associate, okay, who doesn't have all of my results, like I have a lot of things I can say because I've been doing this for so long. But if you're brand new, like one of my new associates, Paul, he's a server at a restaurant. So he says, I'm still working full time as a server at this restaurant, but I'm building USANA because I'm dissatisfied that I don't have my own time. I don't have control of my own time. I'm not able to control my income. I'm going to be stuck at an income like that forever. And I'm missing holidays. I'm always missing holidays. And I love building USANA because I'm earning my time back. I can be my own boss and earn as much as I want to earn with this. And I'm also putting myself in a position that I can be there for Christmas next year because of the success of my business. So you see how you say 3 things that are bothering you, and then 3 things that USANA, a successful business, can give you. And he doesn't have a 15-year story, so he has to do it like that, and it still works. Okay? So when you share your story, it's 3 things. You got to talk business. Do not talk about product here. You're going to talk about product in a second. So you start off with 3 things that are bothering you about your job and 3 things that USANA is helping you change. Okay, they got to match. Those 3 things have to correspond. Then you say, on the health side, I was dealing with horrible whatever. Okay, for me, it was allergies. I was getting sinus infections all the time, and I was sneezing like 20 times in a row. Although USANA is not a cure, you have to say USANA is not a cure. I feel so much better. My energy levels are so much higher. I breathe clearly, and I feel better at age 41 than when I was 26. Okay, so you see, it's like the 3 things. You've got to be clear on those 3 things. You've got to write them down. Okay. I share the story with Lana, and then I say, Lana, what did you like best about the video that you saw? She just saw that 4.5 minute video, right? So then she's like, oh, I liked this and that and this and that. Okay, cool. And anything else? You say anything else that stood out. Okay. So then she says, whatever. And then, okay, Lana, what did you like about my story that I shared with you? And then she says what she liked, and say anything else that stood out. No, or whatever she says. Then the next question, now you're going to close. Now we're switching to the closing questions. This is all from Eric Worre GoPro, guys. You know the book, Eric Worre GoPro? Like, this is literally from his book. the close goes, um, hypothetically, if you were to get started with USANA on a part-time basis, how much money would you need to earn per month in order to make this worth your time? And she said, I forget what she said. Usually they say like 1,000 or 2,000 a month. Second question. Then I go, okay. And how many hours per week could you commit to working to get to that goal of 2,000 a month? So that's the next question on the close. And they usually say 5 hours, 10 hours, or sometimes they don't even understand what the question is. You have to like explain it more. And then the third question is, okay, so you could do it 10 hours a week. Okay. So how many months would you stick with it, faithfully stick with it to get to that goal of 2,000 a month? And they'll say, I would stick with it for like 6 months. Or sometimes they say, I would do it as long as it takes until I get there. Sometimes they say that, and I'm like, oh, cool, I like that. I said, that's what I said. But whatever they say, let's say they said 6 months. Then the fourth question is, so Lana, if I could show you how to make $2,000 a month working 10 hours a week over the next 6 months, would you be ready to get started? And she says, yes. Okay. Or she might say, it depends. Like sometimes they say it depends. Sometimes they say yes outright. Okay. But you got to ask these questions and don't be scared. This is like what? This is like an interview. You're interviewing them. Okay. So then you say, okay, Lana, perfect. So the next step is for me to send your startup package options. Now, depends on the country that you're in. Cindy asks if I can repeat those questions. Okay, I'll repeat the questions, but there's going to be a recording too. Okay. No. Okay, first question is hypothetically, it's a lot of words. Hypothetically, if you were to get started with USANA on a part-time basis, how much money would you need to earn per month in order to make this worth your time? Okay, so the key bullet points is how much money per month, right? And then also number 2 is how many hours per week, and then how many months would you stick with it? Okay. And then the fourth one is if I could show you how to, and then fill in the blanks, make 2,000 a month working 10 hours a week over the next 6 months, would you be ready to get started? Okay. GoPro page 98. Thanks, Kajal. There you go. And then she says, yes, then I'm sending the startup packages as a JPEG in an image. So I'm sending them in an image like, okay, you know what, Lana, let me text you a picture of the startup packs. So then I text her an image of the startup packs in my market. And then I explain each one of them. Okay, I go over all the different startup packs. Like there's 3 of them in the United States market. Okay. I go over those 3 packs and then I say this. This is how I end. I say, Lana, I am not asking you to buy right now, but which of these 3 packs stands out the most to you? So it's important that you say, I'm not asking you to buy right now because you just met them. It would be weird if they sign up so fast. Okay. Don't try and close them on the first call. Like, I'm like, Lana, I am not asking you to buy right now, but which one of these 3 packs looks the best to you? Okay. So then she's going to say, oh, the middle pack. So then after that, I say, okay, the middle pack, that's a great option. So what we normally do, Lana, is we schedule a time to talk in a day or 2. And that gives you a little time to do your research and make the decision that's best for you. So then I tell Lana, I can talk tomorrow or Tuesday. What's better? Now, here's the secret, guys. You always want to say tomorrow or the next day. And they almost always choose the furthest day out. Okay, so if I'm talking to you on a Sunday, I am going to say I can talk to you tomorrow or Tuesday. And then they'll choose Tuesday. If I'm talking to them on a Wednesday, then I say I'll talk to you tomorrow or Friday. What's better? They always choose Friday. Almost always, they always choose like the second day. Okay. Now, at that point, I say, okay, Great. So the best thing you can do before our phone call on Tuesday is to review some videos I'm going to send you right now. And then I'll send them, I'll send them any USANA video. I'll go find USANA videos from the internet and I'll have them already ready to go. Like maybe one on the product quality, or maybe a recorded product webinar, or one on the business, or like you've got to have some things that you like to send. Okay. Um, and then I sent her a couple of videos to watch. I said, do whatever research you have to do, but watch these 2 videos. Okay. Now, what I like to send is, I'll put the links here. These are 1-minute stories, product stories.myteamwork.info, and bizstories.myteamwork.info. These are 2 playlists that we made in our GoPro Mastermind. There are 1-minute videos. It's like 10 of them, and they're little 1-minute videos. And that way, she can watch like a bunch of people's stories. Okay. And then I also like to send, hold on, I'm going to tell you the link. I also like to send this Dr. Rob Sinnott video that he did for Patty Roney a while back. Okay, that one. Yeah, you can use those even if you're in a different country. I mean, these are just people sharing their 1-minute story. And then the Dr. Rob one is a webinar more of like about the products. It's like an hour-long webinar that's about the products. Because a lot of times at that point, they like really need the product info, right? So I gave Lana 3 videos, and now we're going to talk in 2 days. Lana's going to look at everything. And when I called Lana, she actually told me, thank you for all the info. You know what? I'm too busy right now to build the business. And I actually have some vitamins I already really like. And I'm not going to be able to do it right now. But when I run out of my vitamins in 3 months, I will contact you to be your customer. All of that for her to tell me no. Wah, wah. But guess what, guys? That is also how I get yeses. Okay. So don't be too sad about it, because honestly, when you get somebody that says no after you went through the process with them, then that actually should make you feel good, because you got someone through the process and you put that energy out in the atmosphere, and that means that it's coming back to you. Okay. So when I get a no, you know what that does? It actually kind of like gives me like that strength. I don't know. It gives me like this will. It gives me this drive. I don't know. I'm not really attached to the outcome. And yes, I am going to follow up with her in 3 months, because I really liked Lana. Like, I'm going to follow up with her in 3 months. And it's going to be like, I already have it in my calendar. I'm going to be like, hey, Lana, how are you? And I'm also going to like her photos and stuff in the next little bit. But like, guys, I'm friending 50 people a week. That means that I'm having conversations with 25 people a week. That means that I'm inviting 25 people a week. That means that I'm probably going to have 12 people a week say yes to my invite. And then I'm going to probably get 6 of them onto a phone call. So I'm doing 6 brand new presentations a week. That's a pretty good part-time thing. Okay. And I'm getting better and better and better at it, because I'm doing so many of them. Right. So like, you guys might be like uncomfortable the first couple times, but then you're going to get better. Jared, how do you follow up after the prospect says no thanks? So it kind of depends on the prospect. You know, like one I like Lana, I'm gonna follow up with them. I would say something like, is it okay if I call you in 3 months and we and if you're ready to buy some products for your allergies at that point, we can talk. You know, of course, the products are not a cure for allergies, so you can't say it like that. But do I invite all my friends in the beginning? Absolutely. So guys, this training is for strangers. Okay. Inviting friends is very similar though. It's just like, hey, I'm working on something exciting. It may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? Or you could talk about $1 billion brand, whatever. You guys just got to take a lot of action, and don't worry about like a particular like script. You're going to get, the script is going to come with doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Okay. But yes, absolutely invited all my friends in the beginning. But in the beginning for me, it was 15 years ago. So we actually sent out DVDs. Wasn't as easy. You can't just give a link. I would actually call them because there was no texting. Okay. I'm that old. And then I'd be like, hey, I started a new business. If I mail you a DVD, will you watch it? And can I call you and get your opinion on it? And then they'd say yes. And I'd go to the post office and I'd mail out 10 DVDs. And they'd be in like envelopes like this with a DVD. And then they'd get it and then they'd watch it. And it was an hour. It wasn't 4 minutes. It was in an hour. They'd watch it. And then I'd call them back and I would do a 3-way call with my mentor. If you have a mentor and you're new, do 3-way calls. If you've been around for a while, you've got to start doing it on your own, man. You got to start signing people up on your own and kind of getting your butt kicked a little until you can like convert and sign people up on your own. Okay. So use your mentor if you have one, or if you're newer and you're following their system, you should be following their system. But if you've been around for a while and you're just floating out there, you got to learn how to sign people up on your own and like become the leader. Right. Okay. So there's a couple other things I want to, before we end this training, I want to show y'all. But first, let me see who's tagged me on Instagram. Anybody who's tagged me on Instagram, their story, I'm going to give them a first and last name shout out. Oh, I got a lot here. Nadine Drillin, thank you. Jane Williams, thank you. Jose Lizeola, thank you. Fear Jack, thank you. Abigail, thank you. Nathan McCullough, thank you. Deep G11, thank you. Deep Gill. Julie Boyer, thank you. Joyce Viora, thank you. All right, guys, please keep putting me in your story and tagging me, and I will give you a shout out on this webinar live. Okay. God, my story is going to be awesome because of you guys. Thanks. Deanna doesn't know how to do that on Instagram. Okay, Deanna Waters, I have an assignment for you to learn how to put someone on your story and tag them. You have to call someone in your team and have them help you figure that out. Okay, you need to tag. You need to ask them. Here's what you need to ask them, Deanna. Help me tag Jared on my story. Okay, somebody help Deanna. She's gonna be a pro at Instagram. I know very soon. My Instagram is @JaredKrebs. Go follow me, by the way, guys. @JaredKrebs. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about. I guess I'll type it in the chat. My Instagram. Go follow me. I want to talk to you guys about what to post every day, because I talked to you a lot about the private side, right? Like I've talked to you about like what you do on private messenger, but what about like what you're supposed to post every day on Facebook and Instagram? Okay, you can post on other platforms as well. So yeah, Eric Warrior's assignments to do anything till you're uncomfortable with doing it 100 times. That's right. Okay, so can you review the no contact for a few days strategy? Oh yeah, that's really good, Julie. Okay. I'm trying to think of an example that I could show you, but I can't think of one, so I'm just going to tell you how it goes. Okay, so Julie, if I'm chatting with you, okay, let's say you're a total stranger. So first thing, I did a friend request. I said, Julie, I see we have a lot of friends who are into basket weaving. I love the baskets on your page. How long have you been basket weaving? Okay. So then, Julie, you're going to be like, oh, I've been basket weaving for like 10 years. I love basket weaving. And you might ask me, like, how long have you been basket weaving? And I'll be like, oh, I've been basket weaving for like 3 years. I'm just new, but I love it too. Okay, so we're talking about basket weaving. Then, Julie, I'm going to ask you one more question. I'll be like, oh, man, I love your dog. What kind of dog is that? And you're going to be like, it's a Pomeranian. And I'm like, oh, cool. It's so cute. What's its name? Okay. And then, after that, you're going to tell me your dog's name. And then I'm going to be like this. And this conversation might happen like over maybe 1 to 2 days. Okay. You tell me your dog's name. Then I say, oh, awesome. Well, it's really nice to meet you, Julie. I hope you have a great week. I did not prospect you. Okay, so guys, write that down. It's really nice to meet you. I hope you have a great week. Okay, I'm gonna give you all a second to write that down. I'm gonna put all of you on my story right now, by the way. Thanks for a chat. Thanks for the shout outs on story, guys. Okay, so everyone turn on your webcams right now. And I'm gonna give you all like a big shout out on my story. Everyone smile. And hold on. Okay. So I am doing a training right now for 250 beautiful people. Wave, everyone. Thank you for being on my training tonight. And of course, I just screwed it all up. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Okay. I am doing a training tonight for 250 beautiful people. Wave, everyone. Thank y'all. Look at all these wonderful, beautiful people. So proud of you building your business with social media. It's amazing. 11 full pages. Okay, thanks guys. Then I'm gonna tag everyone who added me on story, okay? So any of you guys keep adding me on your stories, keep tagging me. Deanna Waters, I'm waiting for your tag on story. Hope you figured that out. That's your assignment. Thank you, Chieko Lee. Thank you, Michelle Aguirre. Thanks, David Freer. Okay, so let me just end by saying this. Well, there's a couple things. I'm almost done. Not completely done, but okay. So back to your question, Julie. I said, it was really nice meeting you. I hope you have an awesome week. Okay. Then if I said that to you, if I said, I hope you have an awesome week and it's a Monday. Okay. I am not going to say anything to you on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to send you the message. Hey, Julie, I'm launching a business, an online business of $1 billion brand. May or may not be for you, but if I invited you to an invite only call, would you be open to taking a look? Okay. So, or I would say, Julie, I'm working on something exciting. It may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? Guys, it doesn't matter what you say on the invite. You just got to say something. Okay. And it's going to get better as you just keep inviting people. And you honestly just got to try things out. Like the whole online $1 billion brand thing, I hadn't done that until this year, but I like it. Okay. But so do you guys see though that I waited a whole day before I invited Julie? Like I said, I hope you have a nice week on Monday. And then on Wednesday, I invited her. So I keep a list of the people that I said, I hope you have a nice week, because those are the next ones I'm going to invite, like tomorrow. So I'm like going through this kind of process with people. I'm warming them up. I'm turning a stranger into a friend. And then I'm inviting them. And if they become an associate, well, then they kind of become family. Okay. But you've got to take the keys. Here's the keys. Do not talk to them too long. If I talk to Julie for a week and I'm asking Julie like 10 questions, Julie's going to think I'm weird. Okay. I'm asking her way too many questions. So don't ask too many questions. Ask 1 or 2 questions max. And if they're talkative, maybe 3, but mostly I just do 2 questions. Then you say, I hope you have an awesome week. It was really nice meeting you. Okay. Now, if I'm talking to you and it's Friday, I'll say, I hope you have an awesome weekend. Okay. So be normal. If the weekend's coming up, then say, I hope you have an awesome weekend. Really nice meeting you. Okay. Guys with me? Then you wait at least 24 hours and then you invite them. Sometimes if I'm busy, I might not invite them for 3 days, or I might not invite them for a week. And that's okay. As long as I got to know them for a little bit of time, you just have to wait at least 24 hours. But if you get busy and it's been a week, you could still invite someone. But like I wouldn't wait too long. It's better to do 24 hours. That's like when it's the best. But like, yeah, I would not wait like too long in general. Would you like or comment on a few of their posts that first or second day? Oh, thank you, Carolyn. That's another thing I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so Julie, let's get back to our basket weaving thing. So Julie is a stranger. We both like to do basket weaving. I sent her the message about basket weaving. She responded. When she responds and says, yes, I've been basket weaving, nice to meet you, before I type back to her, I'm going to actually go and I'm going to love like 5 of her things. I'm going to love her profile photo, maybe a second profile photo. I'm going to go love a couple of her posts. So she's going to see that I'm stalking. Okay. She's going to see Jared Krebs loves this. Jared Krebs loves that. Jared Krebs loves this. And you know what? She's going to feel flattered. So when you go love somebody's stuff, you're basically letting them know you're like checking them out. And that's flattering. Okay. That's okay. That's good etiquette. So now she says, oh, cool. He like checked my stuff out. Let me go check his stuff out. Like that's how you do it. Okay. Then I'll keep the conversation going, and then I'll do the whole, it was nice meeting you. I hope you have an awesome weekend. And then I'll wait a day and then I'll invite her. Okay. What if I haven't connected the person for a while? Do I connect with them again and then wait a day? Yeah, Janet, I would connect with them on a personal level, wait a day, and then invite. Yep, I do that. You can do that with people you know as well that are like your existing friends. Okay. So I have an assignment for you. I have an assignment for everybody, all 252 of you that are watching. Okay. The assignment is I want you to friend 60 people this week. Okay. I said I do 50, but I want you to do 60 this week. Okay. That means you got to do 10 a day for 6 days in a row. And that starts tonight. For those of you in the East Coast, it's 10:30 at night. It's still very early. You can add friends and message them, and it can be 2 in the morning, and it's okay. Okay, talk about etiquette. It's okay to message people late on Messenger. Don't text them late, but if it's Messenger, it's okay. All right, that's etiquette. I've messaged people at 2 in the morning. If I started late, I kind of stay up late. I tend to stay up late. So I message people at 2 in the morning. And no one cares. They just respond to me in the morning. Okay. Now, some of you could actually do like 30 tonight and 30 tomorrow and get your 60 done early. Okay. So you don't have to just do like 10 and 10 and 10. Like if you're that type of person that like is going to do better to like do 30 and then do 30 tomorrow, then do that. But when you've done 60, okay, then I want you to go post on my page, my public timeline. And I want you to say, I got my 60. No, you won't go into Facebook jail, Julie, because if you're writing a private message, like that's different, right? Like if it was the same copy paste, like same, and you weren't putting their first name, then you might go to Facebook jail, but not with 10 friend requests, probably not even with 30 friend requests. The key is that you change the first name. If you're always changing the first name on these messages, then it's not the same message and you won't go to Facebook jail. I never go to Facebook jail on this stuff. Facebook jail is where you copy and paste. You're copy pasting, like if you had the same copy paste and you went and copy pasted like 50 new friends all at one night with the same identical message, Facebook would like see their computers would see that you're doing that, and they'd think you're like a computer, and they would spam you, or not spam you. They would like not allow you to do stuff. You'd be like limited. You couldn't message people for like 10 days. I said go to Jared Krebs on Facebook and say, I got my 60. Post on my page, I got my 60. Okay. Because I mean, look, I don't know if this is going to backfire on me. Everyone's going to say I got my 60, but I want you to do it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see who actually gets their 60. There's 247 people on right now. How many are going to get their 60? Okay. If that's you, type in me. If you type in me, if you're going to get your 60, you'll see what's going to happen to my page. My page is going to be like, oh my God. Hey, but just say I got my 60. Don't say USANA. I don't put USANA on my page. Okay, so let me show you the last thing on oh gosh, it's gonna be crazy. It's okay, you can do it on my public page. Not everybody's in the GoPro Mastermind, that's why. Okay, let me show you the last thing I wanted to show you guys. Last thing I want to show you guys. Okay, so Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company. I think Facebook owns it all. Okay, so a couple things. When you're starting to friend people, they're gonna go stalk you. So you've got to have a good photo. It's got to be pretty good close up of just you. If you're married or you have a significant other, do not put your significant other in your profile photo. Okay, just put you. I made that mistake. I had me and Crystal as my profile photo for like 4 or 5 years. Okay, until I went to a Facebook class and it was like, oh no, don't do that. Okay, be a pro, put a picture that's good lighting where you look good and you just put it there. Okay, so that's number one. It's just you, no one else. If this is a picture of your dog right here or whatever, you got to change it. It's got to be just you. Now, the background photo needs to be of something like a hobby or your family, or for here's my business partners. Okay, you've got to have a photo a cover photo that's like something about you. Okay, or something like a hobby or something you like to do. Now, do you see here I put chillpreneur, mentor, follow me for excellent personal growth content every day. Let's go. Okay, I did not put USANA. I don't have USANA anywhere. I don't like to have USANA on my page because I want people to be curious about what I do. Okay, and then I want them to ask me, and I want to schedule a presentation phone call with them. So I don't have USANA on my page, and that's on purpose. Okay, some leaders like to put USANA on their page. So you do what you feel like is best for you. But for me, this is the way I like to do it, and most of the people that I study are the same. Okay, so you see, I have CEO at Jared Krebs and Associates, where I went to school, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, you have on Facebook, you get to choose 9 photos. These are featured photos. Go set up your best 9 photos and put that there because people are going to look at those photos. Okay, then here's the training I just did for you guys tonight. Okay, and then you guys can see here, I'm posting motivational stuff. I'm reposting. This is Shalene Johnson. I'm resharing motivational stuff. I'm resharing motivational stuff. I'm resharing motivational stuff. Resharing motivational stuff. Then there's a picture of me sharing something. So do you see, it's like for every 4 posts, I put myself. So here is motivational, not me. Here's me and my dad's friendversary. Here's motivational, not me. And then here's a shared post. So you guys see how I have a variety of motivational and personal. The reason why you need to do motivational is because, and then a little personal, is because if it was just personal, if it was all personal, then it's actually a turnoff. Like people don't care that like my life is great. They care that I'm giving them things to help them make their life great. Okay, so it's like, yeah, Jared's having a great day. Okay, that's great. But you know what? They like this one a lot better. Trying to be perfect, get rid of trying to be perfect, self-doubt, criticizing yourself. So do you guys see that you have to put out like a good, like maybe for every 3 posts, 2 of them have to be motivational, and then a couple of them can be personal. Okay, so that's all. You just have to post every day, 1 post a day. And if you're really ambitious, start doing Facebook Lives as well. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. There's unlimited amounts of leads out there on Facebook. You've got to treat it like a job. You've got to track it. It's nice to have 1 page for the week and then tally up the numbers. And then I actually put it in a spreadsheet. That's why I have like all of my 2019, because I took each page and I put it in like a little spreadsheet. So you're going to get better at that. But the lives can be about anything that's motivational, anything that you're learning. Okay, your goal when you do a live is you're trying to educate someone. So you're going to teach something, inspire, okay, or entertain. So like I would sometimes I would salsa dance before COVID, and I would do a Facebook Live of me salsa dancing. Sometimes I would teach on something I know, you know. Um, a live unboxing, absolutely. Yeah. Now, when it comes to doing a USANA product thing, Julie, I only do that like once a week. I don't do it more than once a week because I don't want to be that USANA guy who's always pushing, like selling, whatever. Once a week's good. If I educated you during the week, I inspired you during the week, then I can sell to you one time a week. But only if I did all the other stuff to build relationship first. So that's my philosophy on that. She says 3 times a month. Okay, cool. You're right on. You're right on, Julie. That's beautiful. Okay, guys, any other questions before we end? How about no personal posts? What do you mean, Peggy? You got to do personal posts because people need to know you too. You need to do some personal posts and then some motivational posts. You're so welcome, Julie. Thank you for being on. Said, what happens next if you enrolled your prospects? Like, what is the next step in order for you to guide them? Megan, that's a really long topic. I mean, getting someone started right and launching them. I'm actually going old school and wanting them to get right into their warm market and do 3-way calls into warm market. No social media posts. No social media posts right away. I mean, I have them do like little things, but that's going to have to be another day for me to do that one. Should I unfriend some people in order to make some room for new friends? Yes, Eduardo, I have to unfriend like about 100 people at a time, and then I'll start to let new prospects in. And again, follow me on Facebook because I don't really friend more USANA people right now. So we can talk, Ryan, on if I'm available to do training for your team. I'm not quite sure if I can commit right now on that. Just message me. But you know what, guys? Type in this comments. What was your highlights? What was your takeaways from this training? I want to know, what did you get out of this training? See if I can read some of these. What is my stand about building curiosity and not really exposing the company until I trap them for a talk? That's what I do. I don't talk about the company until I get them on a phone call and send them the video. Do I promote the work from home presentation? I do as a secondary exposure, David. So somebody who's like already seen the 5-minute video and I've done a 3-way call or a call and I've sent them the packs. The work from home would be like, okay, now for your research, join the work from home. Tonight is a really good presentation. So that's how I like to do the work from homes. But not everyone does that. Most people like to do the work from homes as the main presentation. When doing a Facebook Live, would you avoid mentioning anything about USANA? So I like to show like not this. I like to show it like this. I want people to wonder, what's he drinking? Okay, so like I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like, and they're gonna be looking. They're gonna be like, they can't really read it. And then I put it down and I keep going on. Okay, so you guys got to have fun with it. You got to create curiosity. So John Leung says the 24-hour rule. Trust the process. Simple system, all of it. Building rapport first is important. Love the scripts. Do the friend request. Prospecting takes time and it's a process. Your number is an exact process. Where to find friends. Big numbers come from big numbers. Very to the point. Thank you very much. All of it. Your scripts. Be persevere. Thanks. Be consistent. 10 people per day. Yeah, everyone can do 10 people a day, right? I want to see who does those 60. When you do those 60, you better let me know. How to contact strangers. Freaking awesome, man. I'm new, so I don't have a mentor for 3-way calls. Well, Cindy, if you don't have a mentor for 3-way calls, then you just got to do it. You got to be the leader. Colette Larson, one of the top USANA associates in the world, 25 years ago, she's like, she calls USANA, who can help me in San Diego? Who else is in USANA that can help me in San Diego? She's brand new associate. And the rep said, you're the only one. There's no other leaders in San Diego, so sorry. And then she went on and had to be the leader. And that's what you got to do too, Cindy. You can do that. You know, the upline thing is a crutch. You definitely want to use your upline to get independent and learn the skills, but you need to like become independent where you do not need an upline. And you need to tell your team members, hey, I'm going to work with you to get independent so you do not need me. And I am not going to be around here forever. So you better use me and abuse me while you have me here for the next 2, 4, or 6 months. And after that, you've got to be on your own. Like you got to tell them, because people become like dependent on their upline. They think their upline is going to be forever around, and the upline doesn't know. Trust me, I made that mistake for years. Okay. Wow. Love it. Thanks for all y'all's comments. Thanks for all your loves and likes. Yeah. So, I don't know where I'm going to post this recording. I guess I don't know. The GoPro Mastermind. I'll give it to some people and hopefully it can get around. I'm not going to post this recording on my public timeline. So, yeah. So I'll give it to some people and hopefully people can get it. And I just have a personal page. I don't do a business page. I'll post it in the GoPro Mastermind. Thanks, guys. And anyone who's not in the GoPro Mastermind, go buy your GoPro ticket and you can be in the Mastermind. All right. Well, again, thank you all. It has been a pleasure and an honor to spend this night with you and share some things that really work. I'm excited to hear about your success. And also, if any of you want to do a little personal coaching with me, I do have some things I do. I can't take many on, but you can message me about that as well. I hope you guys have an awesome night and God bless. Oh, I'm going to unmute the lines. I'm going to unmute the lines so everybody can actually say good night and God bless. So we're going to unmute the lines right now and everybody say good night and God bless.
Good night.
Good night and God bless, guys.
Bless everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you.
God bless everyone.
Good night and God bless, everyone. Good
Thank you,
night.
mentor.
Good night. God bless.
Woo!
Night, everyone. Good night.
And where's that
Sige
music
ba?
coming from? That's pretty cool. Thanks, everyone. Good night. God bless.
Thank you, everyone.
I want to see Jared do salsa.
Yeah, hoping that you're going to be part of our training, Sir Jared.
I can't do salsa. I can't do salsa right now.
Do salsa with the music. Come on, Usana.
This is I can go like this.
Oh, let down. Okay,
over on-
next
Do
time.
you like that?
Thank you.
Okay. Bye,
Go,
everyone.
Coach Jack. Go, Coach Jack.